Hi, welcome to 5 Minutes of Torah with the BI Rabbi. You can hear my voice echoing through our ballroom at Congregation Beth Israel. And you know, this ballroom is usually set up for a kiddush or a wedding or a dinner. Here you can see we're set up for a kiddush for tomorrow. But these long tables that are empty, no one in the seats, no places set, reminds me of something that you can see. It's very difficult to see and read about. It's inspiring and a tiny bit hopeful, but certainly incredibly sad. In Tel Aviv and other places, people are setting up long Shabbat tables with place settings, even little kids' cups and white roses, but no one at the places. These are Shabbat tables for the hostages who are in Gaza, the captives. There's a big movement now of families and friends and supporters trying to bring awareness throughout Israel to drum up government support, and throughout the world to drum up support from people everywhere to try to bring these hostages home during this terrible war now for almost 2 weeks in Israel and Gaza. You know, we're in Parashat Noach now, the Torah portion about Noah and the flood. We're having a great program tonight, Shabbat in the Ark, with young families. Dozens of people going to be downstairs, kids in costumes of different animals that they love. And Parashat Noach, we learn, actually at the end of last week's Torah portion, the beginning of this week's Torah portion, that Noah was, well, we don't know if he was like an amazing person, but we know that he was righteous in his generation. And I say we don't know if it was amazing because that might mean, that sentence, that he was righteous in his generation, maybe it means he was an amazingly righteous person. But some commentators say that this generation was so bad that even a pretty good guy like Noah, for his generation, he was really righteous. So how can we be righteous in our generation? Right now, during these very difficult times. Ukraine war been going on, being attacked by Russia for a long time now. The awful atrocities committed by Hamas about 13 days ago. Just the killing and the torture and the kidnapping. How do we express our care for people, for our fellow Jews, Israelis, people from 31 different nations are captive, are hostages, because so many of the Israelis who were captured are dual citizens, or they're from Thailand, some are Bedouin. So many people being held hostage by Hamas and even, I think, other groups. How do we express our care also for those in Gaza who are caught up in this, whose government actually is a terrorist organization, Hamas, and they are getting the brunt of it? Well, we bring people into our homes, we come to shul, we share Shabbat together, we share food together. And that one thing we're going to do in our synagogue, in our community, this coming week and next week, and maybe longer if we need to, we create a project called Matanot L'Giborim. Around Purim, we do Matanot L'Evyonim, gifts for the poor. Giborim are heroes. And we have heroes in our community and all over the world. Israelis who were part of the army, the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces. Tzva HaHagana L'Yisrael. And now they're in the reserves, but they're living in other places. San Francisco, Toronto, Vancouver. And they've gotten up and flown to Israel to help their units, to help defend Israel right now. And that means there are families in Vancouver and all sorts of other places who are missing someone and worried about them. And we're coming together, we're buying food, we're putting the food into baskets. We're going to send some of them to Israel, but a lot of them we're going to bring to families right here who are missing their loved ones who are far away right now. So we invite you to help us become a volunteer, donate some money on our webpage to help us do this project, Matanot L'Giborim, supporting our heroes, our Jewish heroes in Vancouver. Shabbat Shalom.